Monday, and I want to, today's topic is it a guide to time blocking. So, in the last few videos, I've talked about goal setting and planning out everything, but today I'm talking about a technique called time blocking. And I've been using this because as I worked on my priorities after I set my goals and then I planned things out for the quarter. And then I looked, how can I break these, what I'm trying to achieve for the quarter? How can I break that down into daily habits? And so it took me a while to figure out what to do, but then I started this time blocking. And I didn't even realize it was a thing until I researched it and I saw, oh my gosh, other people, this is a thing. Other people are doing this and it's been working for me. And I want to explain what it is and the benefits and how you can benefit from time blocking in your schedule. So as we all have various goals we're trying to achieve and part of what you have to realize is you're not just your career, you are also in relationships, you're also in, maybe you could be a parent, you could have other things that are happening in your life, and you have to balance those things. But especially if you're an entrepreneur, you always have a very long to do list. And as you're trying to scale your business, grow your business, and you know, continue with the daily work of operations, you have to make sure you fit that in your calendar. So not only do you have, your set meetings with possibly your clients or your set work hours for, doing various work uh, 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 things that you need to do, but you also have to put in there different goals that you're trying to reach to grow yourself, whether they're fitness goals, health goals, business growth goals, marketing, expansion, new projects. There's always lots of things. But this enables you to take them and break them down into daily habits. What time blocking is, and I will show my calendar. It unfortunately, my calendar has it in like these light colored things, but you can see these different blocks. And for example, um, I have might not feel like talking to a lot of people. It might be like 8 a.m. or something like that. I don't feel like maybe having a lot of conversations with people, but I could get on my computer and check on where my ads are and start to think of what do I need to change. And I might go ahead and make those changes. So those are something I do every day to monitor my ads. And then I have Facebook planning. I do my Facebook planning on Mondays. So I have a block of time on Mondays where I'm planning out the week of the social media post that I plan to do for the week. But then I also have blocks for, email. So if I'm writing emails, whether there's newsletters for uh, Natural Things Retail, or maybe it's a B2B newsletter or, newsletter for another group, I need creative time. It could be design time, it could be writing time. I have to have, could be an hour block, 2 hour blocks where I'm dedicated, where I am doing creative time. So, what these blocks enable you to do is to make progress. What they have found is that when you do block planning, you are 80% more productive because you have set time on your schedule for these activities. Sometimes it could be the same time every day, so you're used to that time every day, or a set time during the week. Every Wednesday I work on this newsletter, every Friday I work on this newsletter. You set that in your schedule. And as things this some of the benefits are that when you block this time, you can get a deep dive focus into that, and there's specifically focused on that task and that task alone. So you are more productive during that time and you accomplish a lot more in that specific area. So you can knock it out much faster. So some of the other benefits, it gives you a chance to renew your commitment to your priorities because you are setting those priorities in your calendar and blocking off the time. It also helps you to, again, master those disruptions. If you say, "This is my time to work on this," I close the door. This is my time to work on this, and I don't want any disruptions. I'm not going to answer my phone. I will turn my phone off. I could put it in a desk drawer. I don't want distractions during that time. Um, and uh, and it gives you just more time to focus on that. You are building habits into your life that you are building and you're working to that ultimately that quarterly goal and that yearly goal. Now, this doesn't mean that if something happens, you have to be rigid and stick to your schedule. If things happen, okay, but you can look back and say, what was I supposed to work on? What did I miss? And can I push that to another time? Or can I just skip it that day and say, okay, well, I missed that time. I'm going to, work on that again tomorrow. So no big deal. I'm just falling a little bit farther behind. Also, a good example is, today was a great example. Typically on Mondays, I am up early getting the kids to school. We had off. The kids had off school, so I did not get up early and I did not start on those tasks right off the bat. But the great thing is, when after I got the kids breakfast and got ready to work, I looked at my calendar. I said, okay, what was I supposed to work on? Okay, well, I see I missed two things. Do I have time for that to fit in later in the day? And fortunately, I was able to, scoot those in later in the day. So it reminds you what you were supposed to work on if you happen to miss it, or you can decide if you need to, shift things around. But it's a great reminder that that was something you were supposed to work on. So this is really effective. I suggest you try it yourself. Other techniques that people use. Last fall, I worked on a slightly grants and Tuesdays where I worked on ads. And it worked great for the grants. It did not work so great for the ads. So that's why, this winter I have switched things up and I'm looking at my ads every single day. But it's important for you to try this out, see what works, and see what doesn't. And it's okay if you need to change it. If you find that, that particular task doesn't work well for this, I need to dedicate a whole day for that, or I need to dedicate a whole afternoon. It's okay. You can shift things around, but get started. So I encourage you to try this, and I will try to share more information about this. And so that is technique. I'm sorry. That was Motivation Monday for you. And if you have not, last week I talked about accountability partners. If you still need an accountability partner, reach out to me. I've started to connect people together, and so you can get accountability partner and that they will help you on your goals each week, and you'll help each other. So until next Monday, bye.